Hello, welcome to Made with Love by Sarah. So I'm going to do a bit of a Easter series, and this is the card that I've decided to make today. So it's just a normal folding card with a bit of stamping, a bit of colouring, and a bit of ink blending for the background. So let me show you how I made it. Pop that to one side. I think I've got everything I need, but who knows? Let's pop the gems over there. So what have we got here? So I've got a card base that measures 4 inches by 6 inches, and it's a pre-made card base. I had some in my drawer and I just thought, get them used up. There's the envelope that goes with the card, and some scrap bits of paper. So I've not got a piece of scrap to colour on. So when I make my envelopes, depending on the size, these are the offcuts from an A3 sheet of paper for the envelope. So I just keep these for my colouring, really. So I'm using, for the inks, for the sky, I'm going to use Water Reactive Baby Blue. And for the grass, I'm using Pine Tree. Again, it's water reactive, but I'm not going to use water with it. I'm just going to blend with it because I like the texture that it gives. So I'm going to use my blending brushes. So I've got one for the blue. Oh, which am I on now? I think I put the wrong lids on. So that one's blue. That one's green. So I've got a brush for the blue and a brush for the green. So I'm just going to get my ink. And this piece of paper is far too big, but I'm going to cut it down. So I'm just going to rub my blending brush on the ink. And I'm not going to dab it off because I want the texture with it. So I'm just going to gently move in, circles and lines, just to get it as dark as I want, but I don't want it all dark. So I want it to be quite textured. And this will look as different again when it's dried. So this is what I did. That's what wet, and that's dry. And I want to see the blemishes and the strokes, and it makes it look like grass. So I'm just making a mess, really. Just make a mess, and it'll all be all right in the wash. It'll dry quite nice. And do you know what? If it doesn't, it's a piece of card and I'll do it again. So just varying degrees. That looks quite messy, but I promise you it'll look nice when it's dry. So I'm going to leave that like that. And also it gets a lot lighter when it dries. So now we'll move on to the baby blue. Got my baby blue brush. Load up my brush. And this is going to be a lot lighter. So you don't need to buy papers and backgrounds and things. On a few videos now, I've been showing you how to make backgrounds. I should have a tissue really to hold on to that, but I didn't think to bring the kitchen roll in. So I'll just hold it at the end. So I'm just doing this quick card today. And then we're going out to build a shed. Bit cold to be building a shed, but never mind. I'll wrap up. I'm not bothered about them blemishes either. They'll look like clouds when they're dry. I'll just go a bit over the green, just to blend those together just a little bit. I know it looks messy, but it won't when it's dry. So while that's drying, I'm just going to pop that to one side for that to dry. Pop away. Put my blending brushes. I always keep my blending brushes in the bags that they come in, because I don't wash them. I don't clean them. So I just put them back in my pot and they're ready to use next time. So now we need to do some stamping. So I've got got a piece of card. Again, it's a scrap card that was cut off a piece of A3. So I need to cut that down to fit in my stamping platform. So I'll just chop that down quickly. Will that fit in? Yeah, and I'll put my stamp in. Will it fit in? I'll just chop a little bit off the end. A bit more off the end. Just very roughly, just to pop it in my stamping positioning tool. So I'll just pop my bit of card in. I'm going to tuck it into the oh, that's not a very good corner, is it? Tuck it into the corner, and then if it moves, I just need to pop it back in the corner if I need to re-stamp. So this is a new stamp set I've got. It said the sentiments say best wishes and happy birthday, sending love. But I think these stamps are really good for Easter, because, you know, Easter, chickens. I've not used it, so I'm just going to rub these stamps on my pants or on my sleeve just to condition them. So I'm going to use that one. I got 2 of these sets, and it's a good job, because in between making the first card, this card, yesterday, and going to do my video today, I've lost both the chickens. So I'm not too worried about where I'm placing these, because I'm gonna cut them out. I think my puppy may have eaten them. I don't, because I can't find them anywhere. I cannot find them anywhere. So it's a good job I got 2. But I only got 2 by mistake as well. I didn't know I'd ordered 2. So I'm going to pop them there. I don't need anything else, do I? No, don't need anything else. I'll just pop them to one side. So I'm just going to do these one by one. Don't know why, but I feel like I should ink that one up at the bottom. So I'm going to colour these in alcohol markers. So I'm going to get my alcohol proof ink. So I've got a black or a brown. I think I'm going to use brown. Yeah, I'm going to use brown, and then it won't be so harsh. So I've placed that where I want it to go on my card. I'll just pick it up with my stamp, then ink. Sorry about the glare from the, if I held that up like that, it won't be so bad. So I'm just going to ink up the stamp. Give it a press. I'm going to use my husband's paperweight. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to do that again. So let's just take that off. Let's position the house. Pick that up. Ink it up. Give it a press down. Yep, I'm happy with that as well. So let's get these. I'm going to do these chickens at the same time, because they're only little. There we go. Let's put them stamps back where they live, because that would be disastrous if I lost 2 sets of stamps in 2 days. So there's the piece of paper. Get rid of that stamping platform. Oh, my desk's a right mess. My desk is a mess. So I'm just going to put this other bit of scrap underneath. Now I've picked out some colours. These are what I used on the other card. So I'll use the same, but I've got different sorts of pens here, because I went for the pens that, well, I just picked by the colours actually. So it just goes to show you can use any pen for anything. So I'll explain what I'm using as I go along. So this is the Tricolour from Spectrum Noir. And I just used the, did I use the middle one? Middle one. And I'm just going to do all the grass and the leaves. No blending, no messing about. Just whack a bit of colour on there. So my filming switched off. So all I've done is just carry on cutting out these flowers. So now we're ready to start building our card. I've just missed a little bit of white off there. Let me get rid of that. There we go. The rest of them I've left a white border, but this one, I just want to be able to stick it flat. So I'll do that first. Just stick this down because I don't want it three-dimensional coming out. Because I want it to look like it's in. There we go, that's in. The mother and her little chickens. That's cute. So I've got this card base that measures 4 by 6. I've got a matte layer that measures 1/4 of an inch smaller. So that's 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. So it's 3 3/4 and 5 3/4. So I need this to be 3.5 by 5.5. So I'm going to cut it somewhere around there because I don't want too much green. So I'm going to cut it. Yeah, I'm just going to have a bit less green. A bit less green. So 5.5. Let me just check that's 5.5. Yep. By 3.5. I'm going to keep the bigger bits of scraps because I might be able to use them in the envelope or somewhere. Throw the smaller ones away. So this is our background. Now it's dry. Looks textured like there is actually grass. So I'm going to use this Collall all-purpose glue. It sets really hard. It sets like concrete. So I'm going to get these layers stuck together. So, Poppy news. Poppy the puppy news. She's doing really well. She's getting better on her lead. I'm training her in the park on a 20-metre lead. She's doing really well. She's a really good girl. She's had a nice little treat today. She's had a nice new bone. So I need to... Actually, this will be good for my sentiment. So I use this little bit of scrap. I've got a bit of white scrap. So we're going to put on this one. From this stamp set, we're going to put... This is a Crafter's Companion one in the... It was in the Easter set last year. So I'm going to stamp this one out of the green. Oh, no, didn't like that. Let's do it again. It's better. I'm going to use that one. So let's put lids on everything. Pop this stamp set away because I'm terrible at losing them. I don't put them away. I'm useless. So let's cut this down. That can dry while I stick these on. I get some foam pads and stick these up on foam. Put 3 along the bottom. And I'm going to pop some of these small ones that I got from Hobbycraft. Dotted along the top. That'll do. Take this backing off. So I'm doing it in Easter series. I need 14 Easter cards. So I'll just keep going until I've done them. This will be 2. 2 after this one. Because I've done this twice. Let's put that down at the bottom. Down the middle. Poppy must be asleep because I can't hear her doing up to any mischief. Put 2 little ones there just to keep it all nice and propped up. We need to stick this little chicken on. So I'm just going to pop some glue on the outside and perch the chicken on the top. There we go. Take this backing off. Let's stick that in the centre, but towards the top. I'm going to stick it up towards the top. Trim out this Easter. So hopefully on my next video, oh, that's stuck. Hopefully on my next video, I'll be telling you that we've built a shed. But let's see. Yeah, that's nice. I'm going to stick that. Let's just move that for 1 second. I'm going to stick that on. So this is the bottom that I cut off this paper. Might as well use it. Just going to leave a little border. Just trim that down. I'll use scissors actually. Just trim that down. And I want it sticking at the bottom. So I'm going to get one of these actually. Chop it in half. And just put foam at the bottom. So I'm looking for a new Netflix season to watch, if anybody's got any ideas. I'm on Snowpiercer at the moment, but I've nearly finished it. So do I need... Yeah, I'm gonna... This little square I've cut off, I'm just going to pop it in this corner. Take off the tabs. I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on these flowers because I want it to sit on the flowers. So to make it the same size, I've got foam at the bottom and glue on the flowers, and that'll sit there just nicely. So we just need some gems and a poker tool. Where's my poker tool gone? Oh, let's get rid of a bit of mess. Poker tool. Oh, there you are. And we'll just pop some yellow. I'll go with yellow gems just around this sentiment. Pop that there. And there we have it. Easter cards number 1 and number 2 of 14. So we've got 12 to go. But not today. I need to go see to my little puppy. I don't know what she's doing. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you like what you've seen, give us a thumbs up. And the next video will be Easter related. Like I say, I need 14 cards, 12 to go. So I think I'll stretch it out over another couple of videos. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Love you all. Bye.